Hello, 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 hello. How are you? How's my audience going? So this is your boy Hamad Malik. Welcome back to my another brand new video. This is gonna be fourth video about the competitive advantages, right? So the topic of today's video is what's the true cost of the status quo in a pandemic, much more than you can afford, right? So this is a topic name. This is the title of this video. Just subscribe MS Technical for most valuable content. Okay, so that's fine and great. The topic is about the competitive advantage. What's the true cost of the status quo in a pandemic, much more than you can afford. So, from prosperity to a global pandemic, companies are constantly being forced to redefine and position themselves. So, what is the cost of maintaining the status? Right? Acquire with the market conditions. Okay, so the urgency of finding a data driven competitive advantage is uncertain times, right? So I have been in marketing in one industry or another for many years now, more than I care to admit. What I have witnessed over the years is that industries just keep getting more crowded. New companies seem to pop up on a daily basis with the promises of a newest and a greatest product. So, new technologies emerge to solve consumers' most pressing needs, right? Or stabilized companies like broadening portfolios and entering agencies to scoop up market share, right? So and everyone striving to rise the noise. It's an unsettling question where competition has increased while the brand loyalty has been steady, steadily on the decline. Okay, so from recessions to economic expansion, from prosperity to global pandemic, companies are constantly being forced to redefine and transform to position themselves to weather today's struggles and capitalize on tomorrow's opportunity. So complacency is the fastest way to win the race to irrelevance, the old age, adapt or die. So it has never been more true in today's economic climate. Okay, so the current pandemic has compelled many companies to take a hard look at how they do businesses and how they modify strategies to the changing times. Okay, so it has also exposed a critical weakness in many, that their business processes are not agile enough to take in the real-time market data to proactively take action to capitalize on opportunities. Okay, so or feign of competitive threats. So only the best positioned, best informed, and most agile companies will come out at of this pandemic intact and ready to thrive, right? In times of un so in times of I want to say in times of uncertainty, is the currency that drives key advantages. Complacent companies that are unable or unwilling to capitalize on the real-time market. So ultra market insights will fall by the wayside, resulting in market competition becoming even stronger in a survival of the fittest scenarios, right? So in the light of this area of economic Darwinism, the question is what the true cost of doing nothing. Well, as it turns out, the status quo can cost organization every day, and like everything, I know what you are thinking. Okay, Mr. Dome and Gloom, thanks for that. Like truly, fighting assessment of the state of business, right? Today. So, however, this isn't all about doom or gloom and gloom, and it's not only about trying to stave or destroy. This is about using the best intelligence to build like a proactive go-to-market strategy and outfox your competition to market leadership, right? So, in fact, yeah. So, in fact, in a recent Deloitte Consulting Services at the CEOs across 50 industries, providing their perspectives on the impact of like of the COVID pandemic on the business. Over 75% report that the crisis created significant new opportunity for the company, with an equal number are arguing that their digital transformation has been accelerated by the crisis. Okay. So as I mentioned, there is a new business crisis. Right? So your driven decision migrators can provide evidence for the best path to success. Hmm. So visibility into the market and the competitors' insights is at the core of this. You can no longer wait. You need that insights to drive opportunity. Competition is too great, and the stakes are too high. You need everyday advantage you can get, and chances are your competitors are already thinking the same thing. Okay, so in order to successfully live with a data-driven approach to gaining a market advantage, we have identified three key steps forward. Okay, so one, ad hoc is just a fancy term for incomplete. Okay, so many marketing and sales executives get the value of understanding the market and their customer. They spend a lot of time diving into the what makes their customers tick and where the industry at large is moving. However, what many seem to miss in that competitive intelligence is also a critical component to developing a winning go to market strategy. Much of the competitive insights for the companies come from ad hoc or and anecdotal sharing. A salesperson hears something in the field and passes it on to his colleagues, right? Okay, so and the second one, just keeping up with the Jones puts you on one step behind, right? So winning businesses anticipate market trends and proactively addresses them to stay ahead of the competition. These are the leaders in space like Henry Ford. So if had asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. Okay. So if Mr. Ford wasn't proactive in his thinking and didn't look at the changing transformation and the increasing mobility trends, so we may all still be riding horses today. So and to further this point, Steve Jobs even said when the iPod was developed, people don't know what they want until you show it to them. So essentially, the market leaders take time until you show it to them. Okay, so to gain the insiders anticipate the changing landscape and take proactive steps to improve, to innovate and again market dimension. So third one is don't forget the advice your parents gave you to work smart, not harder. Okay, so would you rather would you rather more along with a pairs of scenarios or driving mobile. So one of the main reasons we hear why companies don't constantly track competition is that it is a very time consuming process that they lack the resources to adequately follow dozens of direct and indirect companies in their spaces. So the thing that we have to understand, the technology innovation competitive intelligence has enabled companies to automate the process of tracking, competing, analyzing, and disseminating actionable insights to stakeholders by automatically and constantly tracking across competitors. Digital footprints platforms like competitors intelligence automation have efficiently take a process that It took dozens of hours per month of manual resources down to just an hour or two. So overall the concept I would like to tell this is just. So I hope you like the video. If you like the concept, just subscribe my channel. I'm a technical for getting a more knowledgeable video ideas. Have a good day, take care, bye bye.